Well, hello there, guys. We're going to be doing something a little bit different here, the Battle of Maranga. Right now, it's pretty much Julian, who's been acclaimed as emperor by his troops, marched to confront his cousin, the Emperor Constantius II. However, before the armies could come into conflict, Constantius died, leaving Julian as sole emperor, but with only the army of Gaul reliable towards him. To consolidate his position, he decided to embark on a major campaign against the Sassanid Persian Empire. In spring 363, he set forth from Antioch with an army of around 70,000 men. He split the army in two. Half was sent to ravage Media in conjunction with forces supplied by the king of Armenia, with the eventual aim of rejoining Julian near the Persian capital Ctesiphon, about 35 kilometers south of modern Baghdad. The other half, under Julian himself, advanced down the river Euphrates into Mesopotamia, supported by a river fleet. Arriving at Ctesiphon after an initial indecisive victory at the crossing of the river Tigris, the armies met again at Maranga. So in this particular case, it looks like the Romans were the ones that won. We are going to try to play as Rome. I think it's going to be interesting to see if we can pull off a victory too. But of course, the Persians have a lot of different units at their disposal, a lot of decent missile units, and just in general, good troops. So let's see how it goes, guys, and welcome here to the stream. Good to see you guys. All right. So we still have about 360 to spend. Like some cavalry. Then again, if I can get a legion, I'll take it. The Auxilia Palatina, the Legio Palatina. Let's go ahead and get two of those. Quite expensive. And I wouldn't mind some Roman archers. Let's get some horse archers here. I mean, we're going up against Persians, so maybe horse archers are not the best thing. We already have the Legio Palatina. I'll get the Auxilia Palatina. I'm not sure if it's going to be that valuable, but we'll take it anyway. And the Limitane. And we'll accept. I think we're going to be the ones that have to advance here, guys, against the Persian line. And as you can see, the Persians have mostly cavalry troops. It's a lot of cataphracts and a tremendous amount of horse archers. And this is always a really tough one. Yeah, how's it going, guys? Alex Gorgievsky. Don't think the legions will save you, he says. Hi, General Tiberius. How you doing? Yeah, I don't think so. This is going to be a tough fight. Nonetheless, we're going to try to advance. Well, we're not going to advance. First things first, let me actually see if I can fire at the enemy. He's a little far. I don't feel comfortable moving forward, so I'm just going to end the turn here and hope that the Persians will move towards us. Oh, they're certainly not afraid. And as you can see, they've also got elephants back here, just in case the horse archers weren't terrifying enough. We're going to have to make contact with these troops somehow. I think that's the only way to break them. Sort of like a standard bull rush attack, pretty much attacking with the two prongs there. I think we just stayed put, guys. I don't think there's a point in doing anything. Of course, we'll fire our ballista if we can get a hit. But even at this distance, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. And as far as I can see, no real missile troops, except for maybe our Equites Sagittari. Let's see if we can't pick off a few Persians here. Nice. Wouldn't be a bad idea to damage them a bit before they even get to the front. It's a risky impact, but again, if we can try and actually get engaged with these guys, might be a good thing. Let the rest of them move up a bit. Let me take a look over here, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And again, I'm going to let them move up just a little bit, guys. Hey, Aramani says, yeah, these are the Sassanids. They're going to roll up the cavalry. Am I continuing Tropico 6? I'm still playing some Tropico 6. The issue is we've had some like video output issues on Twitch, and I think I need to just get like a new modem probably. We seem to be fine with games like Field of Glory 2, things like that. But if I'm going to do like Tropico live, then I definitely need a new modem. But I'd love to like upload some episodes of, maybe different episodes of me attempting to accomplish some of the missions in Tropico. If you guys want to see that, absolutely, we could do a few of those. I was actually thinking of, like, just playing standard games of Tropico as different dictators. Like, I wanted to do a Pol Pot Let's Play where all I would have would be military bases and a tremendous amount of farms. So we might do something like that just for fun. I don't know if we're going to bring back Namembe, but that could be fun as well. Maybe we'll try to do, like, a Idi Amin-style Tropico 6. It just has to appeal, of course, to the greater audience, and we'll have to see if it does. All right, these Persians are getting mighty close now. Now, this gives us a chance to reach out and touch them. I know it sounds wrong, but that's what we need to do right now if we want to win this battle. And they're definitely leaving that central portion of the army back. I guess maybe as a reserve. Oh, boy. All right, back to us, boys and girls. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to lock swords. So let's go ahead. We'll lock swords here, and of course he's gonna evade, leading me deeper into that Persian trap. I'm gonna push forward, and primarily because I want to see if I can catch up to these guys. If we can, that'd be great. But this is the problem: is the enemy just evades our attacks. We're gonna keep getting forward and really close though, and hopefully eventually we'll catch one of them off guard. Let me actually see if we can fire off this ballista. Oh yes. 36, man. At this close range, that ballista is extremely effective. Well, not too effective against that unit, but it's also a bit off kilter. 51. So once we actually make contact with their units, we do quite well. The issue is actually getting them to stay put. This way, man. Pretty much just keep our guys facing the enemy. I'm going to keep on sending in the missile troops. In fact, we'll try to attack, but they're probably just going to run. You just turn and shoot. Do the same here to these armored horse archers. And we'll once again fire at the light horse archers. The fewer missiles they have, obviously, the better for us. All right, time to get the Roman archers up here. Let's see if they can do some damage. 36, not bad at all. I'm not going to go for the charge right away. What I'm going to do is kind of push our boys in here so that they'll be prepared for a charge next turn, assuming we don't get hit right there on the front. Nice! We actually caught up with them. I wonder, oh, it would be so great if we could finish it up there with another charge, but they are getting kind of massed together here. I think this is kind of our only chance to hit them, so I'm going to start pushing up the infantry here. Also still got some cavalry units, including those missile troops. Let's see if I can just run the enemy off. Actually, getting into an impact charge would be pretty nice right now, especially if we can follow it up with another one here. In time, we will win out here in this fight. Now, they held firm there, but they're not going to hold firm forever. Let's take a look here at the chat. How do the Persians use armored cav in such a hot climate? That's a great question. I'm sure like one of the folks here could probably answer, but I'm actually not sure. We're still getting closer, guys. Not afraid to get engaged here with the Persians. I think it's essential we get engaged with them, actually. We can't let them just kind of like run in front of us and fire, or else they'll whittle us away very quickly. Although I am opening up the center a bit too much. I think I might stop that. And actually send some troops over here. Move up these poor Limitane. They don't do much. They can accomplish some basic tasks. Especially if the enemy is already kind of routing. Oh, we've got elephants on the move. That's a bad sign, guys. As you can see, the damage they do with their archers. 36-54 against our infantry, guys. It's so much damage. We've got to get lucky and catch them, or else they will just pick us off until the last man. Got a sub-general here, Salutius, that's in trouble. But I'm hoping over here they're going to get stuck somehow. And we're talking about hundreds of Romans that just went down with that missile attack alone. Looks like some of our missile troops are falling back. I'm still hoping to win this fight and push the enemy back. And here we go. Let's give them the what for. The attack there is not going to be as effective as I thought it was, but we can send the general here on a flank charge and get him away from all of that missile damage there that he's been taking. We could probably also charge here once again. I'm going for it. Again, we've got to try to roll up the Persians before they roll us up, and I don't see that happening, but we can certainly try. If we could have just been on the attack right there, we could have hit the enemy as they retreated. Now, there's a chance here, but actually the chance of victory is only 12%. That's really not very good. I'd like better odds than that. Let's keep attacking. And yes, we're going to be able to get a flank attack on the Persians, guys. This is what we have to do. Bunch them up and eventually whittle them down with continuous attacks. I'm going to do the same with this guy. And again, I'm just trying to pretty much trap them here. But I think that's exactly what they're doing to us. It's kind of a give and take relationship, especially with those additional troops they're moving up. Just going to push my boys up right there. And I might go for another attack against their missile units if I get a chance. Same standard protocol in this area. He's got a little javelin attack in the back of the horse archers. Again, if we go for a flank attack, I think they're just going to retreat, but we might be able to force them over here where our infantry can get to them. More evasions from the enemy, man. They are running anywhere they can, and this gives us a chance to actually capture them with flank attacks. Beautiful. Keep it going. Nevita seems to be the sub-general here doing all the work. Just going to be Auxilia Palatina here, but they can actually do quite a lot of damage in these flank attacks at least. So it really is important that we hit them hard right away. And you can see they're already kind of tested there. They nearly broke, or at least they nearly fragmented. But they're holding it together. Flank attack once again. Disrupted. Finally, we got a disruption on the enemy unit and an instant break there, guys. The rest of them held firm, which is unfortunate, but it's a start. It definitely looks like they're moving the rest of their army down, though, so it just means we have to work a lot faster. Also got to keep those ballistic continuously firing. Let's take a look here at the chat. Hi, Neil-11s. How you doing, bud? Why did autocorrect add in wall? Not sure. Is the stream running okay for you guys, by the way? Can everybody see, like, everything running okay? It's weird, man. Like, as much as I'd love to stream more on Twitch, for whatever reason, it just runs better on YouTube. Most games run better on YouTube. Let's keep on going. So we are splitting the army, but we are prepared for a frontal assault. If we need to get to it, I think we can get there in time. I might actually start preparing just for that. Let's see if those ballistas have any sort of open shots to these enemies. I don't think so. I don't think they're close enough. Ooh. Let's get a shot at the sub-general here. 33, not too shabby. It would be great if we could kill the enemy sub-general here with just a lucky ballista shot. It's certainly not something that hasn't been done before. 42. One more hit, maybe? No, I think he's a little too far. Alright, guys. Wish us luck here. Turning it over to the Persians. So yeah, for those of you wondering, this is a battle, essentially, I think it's 556, no, what's wrong with me, 363.80, it tells us right there. Battle between the Persians and, of course, the Romans. This was, of course, still during the time of the emperors, post Julius Caesar, etc. So quite interesting stuff here. And I wasn't really too familiar with this battle, but I am surprised to see that Rome was actually the victorious party in this fight. After already taking on another Roman army, essentially. Sort of a civil war. I don't know if we can call it a civil war, but some infighting going on there between the Romans and who is supposed to be the emperor. Yes, get closer to us, Persians. What I don't want is those elephants to get anywhere near us, and I hate the fact that our general is just kind of helpless here. Well, he is a sub-general, but losing him, of course, would be a big hit to morale. Hold, boys. Here we go. A little disruption never hurt the enemy. Another disruption, but they fell back. I hate that they can fall back anytime they take a hit like that. Alright, guys. This guy's fragmented. Let's see if we can utterly break him. There we go. It's not a huge break. It's just a missile unit, but it's nice to see him running. And as you can see, he got absolutely slaughtered. What also looks like, I think, it's weird that we don't have the zone of control here for this attack. That being said, we can go ahead and still continue. It's going to be hard for them to actually completely retreat. And maybe we can send him in, or maybe we can send this infantry in to attack the unit here. If not, we'll go ahead and push forward with the Auxilia Palatina. The Auxilia is really useful in these situations. It actually surprises me, because these are not the best troops. But in terms of dealing with cavalry units, they can take them off their horse with no problem at all. Get them. Ooh, we got another evasion here. I wish he would auto-attack the general, but I don't think he's going to. Alright, so the enemy's actually doing a pretty good job at getting away. Unfortunately, our missile troops are kind of busy dealing with this guy. They really want to chase him down and kill him. But I wish they would focus over here, because we could get some hits on the retreating enemy here. Being said, we'll push forward. Alright, it looks like the cataphracts are willing to put up a fight. Ooh, the cataphracts look quite strong. We should have taken a look. I sort of just assumed. But of course, cataphracts are heavily armored enemy infantry units. Let's go ahead and try to take a few of them down first before they even get to our men. Nice. There can't be that many in that unit. Wow, 726, guys. 123 with the ballista. Not bad at all. Alright, now this is Julianus. This is, of course, the Emperor himself. So we really don't want to lose the Emperor. That would pretty much end the battle. But I am going to have to face... I mean, we're face-to-face with one of the sub-generals, Nohodaris. So I'll start moving this unit over here. Let's see if we can't get Nevita to get another nice attack. He did pretty well last time. Come on, keep attacking. So close, guys. I think we can still throw in an attack over here on the armored horse archers. Not good enough. I mean, it's decent. It's just not good enough. We've got our own cataphracts, as you can see there, guys, but those are Equites cataphracts. Sort of the Roman version of the cataphract unit. Hey, Bernard Tremblay. I think if you're wondering where you heard the name before, it used to be a board game. I mean, it's still a board game that you can play, Field of Glory. Yeah, Vic Chan, with Imperator on the way, I think it will probably get overshadowed. I've already been promised a copy of Imperator by Paradox, so that's definitely going to be something we will be playing here on the channel. And I can't wait to get the copy. I just want to try and learn the game so that I kind of get a bit of a head start. All right, here we go. Nice! We actually got a fragment on that enemy unit. We're not going to be able to break him this turn. But it's good to see that he's not completely out of reach. Let's get this guy forward as well, or at least one of these units. Whoever's lagging behind. And although it may not seem like it, this entire army, you know, even though they've got the Roman helmets, Roman setup, pretty much Roman formations, etc., this is actually an army of Gaul. So this is entirely a Gaulish army trying to push Julianus's claim to the seat in the purple, which would be the Emperor's throne, of course. But if you've got an entire army willing to fight for you, that's always a good thing. Doesn't matter where they're from. Okay, we're going to end the turn here. Feel pretty naked in this battle. Like, I feel like it could be an easy break. Maybe we'll do okay. Maybe we can manage to hold off the enemy. But there's a lot of instances here where I think they could flank us pretty badly. Let me just face the enemy. Just want to make sure I've done every move I can. Oh, nice. Got another shot. All right, guys. Ending the turn. .96 with those volleys. And they are disrupting our sub-general here. One of our sub-generals. See, what I knew the flank attack was going to occur there. That's going to be a problem. Got some fragmentations. The only positive aspect of these flanks is hopefully it'll hold the enemy in line for a little bit longer so that we can charge in with our own flank attack and just demolish them. Beautiful, guys. We've got some fragmentation on the enemy line, but once again, they can just retreat to avoid totally breaking. We need to try and get some sort of missile unit in there to just get a quick attack. Let's send in our infantry. I thought they were going to hold firm there for a second. And over here, we'll try to take these guys down. Finally knock this guy out, and they've broken. I knew one more hit was going to knock them out. And we'll just keep peppering these guys with missile rounds. Can actually do the same to the light horse archers up here, but I'd rather take out the armored horse archers for obvious reasons. They're much more terrifying than the other guys. And once again, these are the kind of evasions we need, guys. This gives us just open access right here. It's not as devastating a charge as I thought it would be. But I'll take it. Look at that. Already disrupted the enemy. We could go for a charge here, or we can move back with Nevita, which I think we should probably move back. But I'm kind of scared of the implications of doing that. All right, let's hit their general here. They're going to be facing our main general, so we want to try and do as much damage as possible. 75. That's what I'm talking about. Ballista. Loose disruption on the enemy general. Also hit their cataphracts here while I still can. 105, guys. That is a lot of damage, but we'd still completely fail on an infantry assault there. What about here? And they're going to run from Julianus. But he is going to get a charge on these armored horse archers, so we got a little lucky there. We actually just got an achievement there for all the hits with the ballista artillerist. We do have this guy pretty much stuck in it. So if we can hold him here, we can probably finish him off. Check the chat in a second, boys. Alright, I'm really trying to close them in, as you can see. Another flank attack. And these are expert armored horse archers, guys. Serious threat to our entire army, of course. We want to try to break them before these guys break. I'm sure that's going to happen very soon. Come on. Could actually get a hit on those elephants, although I don't really think it's going to pay off. Now this is where things start to get a bit risky, because their main force is showing up. I'm wondering if I should turn around here and actually just face them head on. I actually did stop them, but I don't think we can hold them in place. So close to being able to capture them here. Here we go, guys. Flank attack. It's the only way to stop them, is just to trick them into these positions. But the cataphracts still remain a threat. I don't see how we're going to be able to put an end to those. Let's take a look at the chat here. Very cool stuff here. Always like the historical information that we get in these streams. Awesome stuff, guys. Yeah, I think we used up all those ballista shots. We can push forward with the rest of our Limitane and these units, but again, they're not exactly the best. Okay, guys, ending it once again. Should I charge? No. Trying to see if there are any openings here. We still got 7% of the enemy army routing, but I'm assuming that's going to change very soon to reflect our own routes, like right there. Yeah, I knew that unit was done for. Another break here and some disruptions along our line. The enemy didn't have any disruptions when they routed. This could be the beginning of the end. People were talking about the Persian roll. Sort of like a Persian rug. They can really just roll you up and completely waste your army. And this could be the beginning of that. Here we go. We got a sub-general auto-braking. Thankfully, he was away from the men, but, you know, any kind of general braking is not good. Still engaging some of these units. I wonder if we can destroy them. And that elephant is also getting really close, which makes me nervous, to say the least. Alright, so they are charging our general. our main general. This is actually Julianus. Even though our men took a massive hit there, 36 down in the cavalry, they did hold firm. And we do have some disruptions amongst the enemy units. We really just have to exploit these. And if we can exploit them, maybe, just maybe, we can turn this back on the enemy. Alright, they're getting stuck in. Let's see what we can do here. So can we get a flank attack from here? We can't, but we can do pretty well in this personal combat. Enemy unit is disrupted. And as you can see, guys, the expert horse archers were at 741 men. They only have 309 men left. It's going to be a break right there. Beautiful. That's a pretty damn good unit, as you can imagine. Get him, boys. 60. Breaks. Another break in the enemy line, guys. See, the problem here, it just has to be done really, really, really fast. Let's send in the Legio Palatina. This is a unit I really love. 69. They're disrupted, but of course they're going to try to run away here. That is one of the benefits of having a completely cavalry-driven force. You can get away pretty quickly, if need be. Let's see if we can knock down those cataphracts. Nice disruption. I'm not sure if this is going to make it any easier for us to charge them, because it's a really hard charge no matter what. I mean, these are heavily armored units. Doesn't mean we can't try, though. Here we go. Not a single hit on that one. Okay, here we go, guys. Nice. It looks like they're going to stick around. Now, again, the charge on this thing is, it's not a great charge. Our chances of winning are actually not good, but if we can stay in combat a turn or two, our chances increase. So I'm going to keep pushing. Nice. Again, not a perfect situation. Wonder if we should attempt to lock them into combat here, but I don't really want to push it. Let's attack this unit, the Armored Horse Archers, guys. And these are, of course, the guys assisting in attacking Julianus. We can't have that. They still held firm. Could turn and attack. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's go ahead and turn and wait till next turn. Alright, let's see if we can't dispatch some of these missile units as well. Just want to go ahead and use our own missiles against them. Charging is kind of pointless because they're just going to retreat. Nice, we actually got another fragmentation. Let's push the rest of these troops into the center. Yeah, that would be pointless right there. What about right here? Maybe if we turn towards the enemy and hit them next turn. I don't know, folks. It's going to be an interesting ending. Hey, Dante. How you doing, man? Oh, thank you, man. Just spent 50 Canadian dollars on a super chat thing, but I don't see it and I don't have the money anymore. Just wondering if you actually got it or no. I don't see it here, but let me refresh my page. Hold on one sec. And sometimes, I mean, I've especially noticed with YouTube, sometimes it doesn't show up. It'll show up as sort of funds at the end of the stream. It doesn't say no new super chats. I appreciate it anyway, man. I'm sure it'll get to me. I always put that the stream elements tipping thing in the bottom. That's usually safe. But I don't think your money will disappear. I sure hope not. I hope YouTube hasn't gotten that bad yet. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Nice. Got a nice amount of viewers here today. Yeah, let's hope that that particular tactic that they used is what leads to their downfall, if at all, of course. Come on, hold firm. Oh, of course they're going to run. Yeah, no attacks we can do. Not really. All right, let's start bringing these boys back. And actually, it's going to be weird, but we're going to try and get some missile fire on him. Yeah, not really. It's not really going to make a difference. It's pretty much like just throwing sand at these guys. All right, let's end the turn, guys. We're turning it over to the Persians. Let's see what tricks they have up their Persian rugs. All right, that's a break on our side. All right, we've got elephants attacking. That is a problem. Yeah, these flank attacks are awful. But that time, the actual flank attack was in our favor. That was interesting. We actually fought off a flank attack and hurt the enemy, disrupted him a bit. But they're still breaking sub-generals, things like this. Let's hope the core of our army can stay together. Hold, boys. Got some fragmentation there on the line. It's just, oh man, the fact that they can run back every time they fragment, so annoying. Some rallying on our side, though. I think our men are starting to see those breaks, and without a doubt, I mean, their strongest unit on the field here. It's not the horse archers, it's the cataphracts. So we could actually attack their general here, although, again, they're not going to do very well. So this is an interesting time to use our Equites Sagittari. See if we can force the enemy to retreat. Maybe even our ballista, if it can reach. I don't think it can, but use it against this enemy over here, 36. And we're going to push our ballistas forward. Especially with the elephants just having moved up there. Thank you, Icon Rostov. There we go. I see the Icon Rostov's super chat. Thanks, bud. Yeah, it is strange that it works for Icon. Sam T says, as far as Persia goes, it was fairly fertile farmlands during the ancient and early Middle Ages. I think Sam makes a really great point there. I mean, actually, you know, modern-day Iran is pretty fertile as is. You know, it's not like complete desert or anything like that. But Sam makes a great point that in that time period, it was, you know, a lot richer. There was like a lot more, you know, a lot more farmland there, a lot more arable land. So the idea we have of Persia today might be a little, what's the right word? Incorrect, I guess. You know, they might have been more similar even to like sort of like Greek states in their level of technology at the time. I'm gonna try to charge, but I know he's just gonna run. This is the frustrating thing. Let's turn. Thank you, Icon Rostov. So close to catching up to him, too. Let's keep pushing. I don't like having an elephant in our face, but that's the cards we've drawn for ourselves, guys. Charge, come on. Come on. All right, at least we're getting an impact here. Push this guy forward to hit them next turn, of course. And keep moving forward with the rest of our Legio Palatina. And again, I really like that Legio Palatina unit. It's just a pretty unit. Now, the problem is here, Julianus is very close to breaking, guys. I think it's going to take a miracle to keep him in the fight. What I'm hoping is by breaking this unit here, which is going to be almost impossible to do, we can force the enemy to give up. And we can charge here too. I think we have to try and save our leader. But it's a pretty awful position that it puts us in, of course. 27. Let's see if we can catch these guys. At least get them out of our zone of control so that we can start focusing on this direction. Okay, come on. Get us a kill. No, it's not going to happen. If he could actually get this charge, it would work out okay. We've got them trapped. Let's go for it. Nice. Again, we're seeing some fragmentations in the enemy line, but it's just not enough to break them completely. Let's see what else we've got here. You know, we could charge the cataphracts, but again, not something I would recommend. I don't know. I think we just have to end the turn and just hope that we come through this one. Gotta get some coffee in me. Another break on our end. We're also getting some rallies among the Persians. That's a bad sign. Yeah, I was worried about that. Actually did manage to fight off the rear attack, but I was trying to get a hit on this unit right here, the armored horse archers that's kind of trying to flee the battlefield. I knew it was going to be a bit risky, though. Let's see, is that Julianus right there? I hope not. I think Julianus may have broken already. Yes, Julianus, our commander-in-chief, has broken and run from the field. That gives us a very low chance of victory here. We're still going to try to kill off as many Persians as possible. Let's go for a charge here, flank charge. It looks like we'll be getting the flank charge on their elephant. Who knows? Maybe we might be able to at least damage them a bit. Flank charge on this elephant. This will actually be very effective. Because we've got the poor beast anchored in place now. Alright, he held firm for that attack. Maybe he won't be so lucky in the future. And there we go. We actually did break the unit with the charge. But once again, the rest of the units around seem to be completely calm. They're not too affected by that. Man, that's going to be rough no matter how we go about it. So if we stay in the fight, we actually have a chance to beat this elephant. We just have to survive the initial impact. Kind of want to push those guys away from the rest of the men. And let's just dedicate all our firepower to that guy. We'll also, of course, attack this guy and try to break him as he's already kind of teetering on retreat. Yeah, we're going to have to get into it with these cataphracts. Again, it's all about surviving that initial charge. They actually fell back there, which is kind of surprising. Alright, nice. So we might actually be able to break these cataphracts just numbers alone. It looks like there's not that many of them. To get all that expensive armor and stuff, it must cost a whole lot. So they're breaking in terms of numbers pretty quickly. Also, I think our ballistas did a tremendous amount of damage to these guys. Again, I'm just trying to survive that initial impact charge. That's going to have to be it there. I think without Julianus rallying, this is almost certainly a defeat. Let's auto break again on our side. Man, that's the roll-up ability here. And flank attacks right through. That's going to crush us. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. That's definitely a defeat, without a doubt. test a few of these weak points, but disruptions like that, flank attacks like that, just absolutely crush us. And this is the exact kind of force I hate facing. It's the missile, the mobile missile force. I hate facing an enemy like this because they're tough, man. It's really tough to beat. I mean, they fire at you, they retreat. Even if you do manage to get them fragmented, they can pull back before you break them and pretty much just keep on firing, wait to rally. It's a really strong army. It's always my favorite in multiplayer to use sort of like the missile-heavy army, either the Huns or, in this case, the Persians. There we go. There's that fallback when they do poorly. I love that. It's like, maybe we should get out of here. We did manage to break their elephant. Here's Julianus. Poor Julianus. He's going to get his head lopped off by a Persian and never go into the history books. Alright, guys. I'll end the battle here so we get the end battle screen. I'd like to see that. I hope we get it by just quitting. We might not. That was a definite crushing defeat. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sam T says Cavalry Armies in Field of Glory 2 always hurt a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Icon Rostov and Ariman, everybody, for stopping by. We'll try to do some more on Twitch soon, but it's pretty obvious to me that YouTube seems to be where most of you guys want to go, and that's all right. Okay, guys, catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.